Welcome to the Dani RVCC Podcast. Today, I am very honored to have two longtime members here at Raritan Valley Country Club, Mr. Matt Jerkovich.
There you go.
I said it right?
Yes.
Got
Top notch. Father will be happy about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mr. Tim Foley.
Yes.
How you guys doing today?
Real
Good,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for
us.
coming.
Yeah.
I wanted to have you guys, one, because you guys are pretty cool, Two, very good golfers. Sometimes.
I would lead with that one next time.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good golfers. Yeah, sometimes. And then, honestly, probably there's not that many people that know about the club as much as you guys.
You got some insight.
Yeah, and definitely this is a very special place for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always here. Very happy to be here and looking forward to being here for quite a while, probably as much as you guys, hopefully. And yeah, just wanted to know more about the club, more about the future. And if you could just tell me, when did you become a member, Tim?
So I became a member 21 years ago. And the second person that I met at Raritan Valley was Matt Jerkovich.
Yeah.
They introduced us in the old back bar over there. And they said, you got to meet this young guy, as now we are in the middle guys
He's still
class.
young.
He's still young.
Unfortunately, they didn't ask me if I wanted to meet him. But
So we met and we hit it off. And, it's been 21 years of friendship with his whole family. His father has been a mentor to me, being on the board all these years. And it's been fun.
Yeah. How about you? I mean, you were...
I grew up here. So my parents joined here in 1978.
Wow.
And I was about 4 years old. So I grew up with the pool. I've seen 3 iterations of the pool now.
Mm-hmm.
First one was a complete dump. But it was ours. It was a rectangle. They had a baby pool.
Yeah.
You never wanted to go in there. It was definitely sketchy at best. But the pool was great. So back in the day, I mean, we're talking the 80s. I think my mother would drop me off here when I was 10 years old and see you in 8 hours, Then you'd be stuck here, and we would do the pool, we do the tennis, we did the junior golf. So I have been here a long time.
Yeah, so when you joined, when your parents joined,
Yeah.
so there was no pool at all? Or
There was
or
a pool.
There was a pool.
Yeah, there was a pool. It was old school, right? Just rectangle, a little snack bar. The cool thing about it, they had this huge diving board, which you could roll it back and make it bouncier.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
That's
that was
probably
fun.
before they have regulations for that
Yes,
kind of stuff.
that's before insurance and all that other stuff. Swim team back then, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I think they upgraded the pool with the slide and the new layout maybe in the early 90s. Prior to us really updating it 2 years ago, the bathrooms were the same when I was a kid. So it was
Also, those bathrooms
a much
were
needed,
there.
Much needed uplift.
'cause
much needed upgrade. Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, I thought about twice. There were many times where I was like, do I really want to take my kids down
no,
there?
you didn't. No,
yeah.
you did not. So it was much needed upgrade. And now it looks gorgeous.
Oh, no,
in
it's
there.
amazing
So,
now.
Really nice. What a
Actually,
difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I choose that bathroom over the other one.
There was a hot tub at one point.
Oh, there was a hot tub.
That's filled in now.
Yep, that's filled in. Actually, interesting story. When they redid the pool here, they found the old hot tub. So, yeah. So,
Full of concrete.
yeah, exactly. So,
Probably a lot more stuff in there.
yes.
Yeah.
I just remember just being here all the time. So,
Yeah, I
growing
mean,
up.
the pool, I feel like, this summer I was literally there every single day with my kids.
Yeah.
That's where my kids, it's not like they have learned how to swim, but think that they're learning how to swim there. And it's just such a big, it's really a big part of the club.
Oh.
The summers are amazing there.
Yeah. I mean, you
I have.
can talk about the swim team.
Yeah,
Just
which I
swim.
was gonna say. I know it's swimming. You're very involved in that, and that's. I look forward to having my kids. I don't know if they'll be swimmers, but hopefully,
Why not?
They'll be athletic as their dad.
Sure.
Their
yeah.
mom, hopefully.
Their
yes.
mom, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my kids learned how to swim here and swam all the way through. They swam competitively in high school. And my son swam at Providence College, graduated last year. My daughter's a junior swimming at Providence College now. So it was really a lifelong love affair, and it started with the pool at Raritan Valley. And I remember the kids when they were little. They didn't want to go in, and it was a good bond that not only brought our families together, but we met so many amazing other families in the area. And again, the great thing about Raritan Valley is it's not just Bridgewater. It's Bridgewater and Basking Ridge and Hillsborough and White House Station. So you're meeting kids that swim at other schools and swim at other high schools, and it was a good way to grow up. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing it with my kids, which brings me to my other question: is what do you think makes Raritan Valley Country Club unique? Because I always talk about family. But
there's a lot of things, but yeah, family's definitely one. We are a family club. It's not just golf, right? So we've got the whole country club thing going on. But I think it's the members mostly, and you'll hear that at all clubs. But ours, it really makes it because it is the members. There's not a lot of pretentious, egotistical people here. There are some. But and people probably say that about me, but
not all the time.
Not to my face, right?
Sometimes, especially when you're in this league team.
I know. Yeah. Well,
especially on Saturday or Sunday mornings.
Grew up with tough love. That's what happens,
I suffer a lot. Well, when I was part of the.
I bet you were. I bet you still have. We had you
PTSD.
Yes. Yeah. He was in the fetal position a few days. So no, but I would say the membership definitely. It's a good golf course.
Handicap travels.
I would agree. Yeah, I mean you can spread it around, but I can't miss a fairway if I go anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
The fairways are tight here. We got small greens, long par fours. There's an old pro. One of our old pros here, John Fagan, he used to say, you get through the first 3 holes and you get through the last 3 holes, you're going to do all right in that round because you got to score in the middle.
Yeah.
Because those can be challenging, as you probably know already. So,
just to clarify, every hole is challenging for me some
true.
days,
True, but those first, boy, I can't tell you how many times I've bogeyed the second hole. It just seems so easy, but it's not. So
or you got a great round going and you're coming up to 17, 18 and bogey, double.
Yeah.
And that's
yes, definitely. Yeah.
Happens every week. But it's, just to piggyback on what Matt said, family and the membership here, we really have done a good job over the last 20, 30 years of including everybody that comes in. When I was brand new, the old guys took me under their wing and, we would play golf with them during the week, on the weekends. And it's been a pleasure to grow up here and then watch my children grow up here who are now young adults. And, my friend's children, Matt's daughter, his brother, who I know very well, as well. He was a member here for years. And then, looking at the guys that are in your age group and watching their kids grow up, and
he's
their
not
kids.
in our age group.
No, he's not in our age group.
He's a bit younger. For all his fans out there,
Yeah. I'm a little bit younger.
He's younger than us. I know he doesn't look it, but that's definitely not. So
yeah. But it's been fun. It really has, and then watching all the the new members that we got in this past year and the year before, we call them the young guys.
Yeah.
It's been as they're getting married and that as the Kevin Russells of the world are starting to get married and plan that out. It's
I think they brought some new life. A lot of those young guys to this club and got some new young like you were saying, some good young members,
good golfers too.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because I have to say, at least for me, when I joined the club, I mean, I was never part of any other club. I always play golf, public, and I'm, you think country club, you're like, oh my God, this is like, how do I act?
Yeah.
You have to be respectful of certain things, but like coming in and being a member, it's like, where do I go? I don't want to mess up. And very quickly, I found out that the membership was so welcoming. Everyone was like, I would sit here by myself sometimes because I'm kind of a loner. Sometimes I'd be like, hey, come over, sit over there. So it was, I never felt as an outsider. you know, and now I mean, you can't get me out of here, you know.
Just take your hat off when you walk through that
Yeah,
door
exactly.
right there.
Oh,
Right.
Pete will let you know. Pete will make sure to let you know.
Right. You're right, though. I mean, one of the reasons I like coming here just on a Friday afternoon or Thursday afternoon, you're going to see somebody you know.
Yeah.
And you can hang out and have a drink or have a meal with anybody. There's many times I've been here with no plans and end up having a meal with somebody that I just randomly bumped into.
Yeah.
Can't do that in a lot of places, or maybe you don't want to, you know. So it's been, I mean, I've been here so long. I caddied here, so I was just thinking about this on the way over. There are, let's see, I think there's 5 guys who had doubled eagle the 9th hole.
Only 5 guys?
I think. Who's the eagle guy? Used to own the Hoagie Hut.
Don
Don Picaro.
Picaro.
Don Picaro, Bill Schneider Sr., John Morris.
There's
JD.
4.
And there's only
John
4.
Deamron.
And John Deamron.
4.
So I either caddied or play with all of those. So I caddied for Don Picaro. He was a tough guy. He was a longtime member here.
Owned the Hoagie Hut.
Owned the Hoagie Hut. Actually, my sister got a job at the Hoagie Hut because of him. Nice guy, but also tough. And I caddied for him. I played with Bill, played with John, obviously, and John Deamron too. But yeah, so it's seen a lot. So,
and that's the, you know, you talk about, you know, Don Picaro being tough. You know, that's when I was, you know, a new younger member trying to get onto a committee and you know, see what it was all about. You know, Matt's father, who's we know as the Jet, you know, always came back to a line, and he said, you know, you've got to do what's best for Raritan Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always taken that with me throughout my years on the board and further on. And what's the best for Raritan Valley? And it was great, Mike. You get the old timers, the older guys, the John Kitchens, the Ted Pences, the Bobby Hunts, Rock Damio, John Tomasetti.
Don't say that about Rock.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
like
Rock's
that.
getting up there. But they were, you know, they were great to us, and you know how it used to be versus what we're thinking about, and it give you a different perspective. And I didn't always see eye to eye with their vision, but it you know, as I get older and I reflect back, they were right most of the time. And it's been a great, you know, a great family oriented place over the last, you know, 20 some odd years.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So you were president. When were you president?
So I was president going into COVID and then coming out. So for 2 years. So I'm about 4 years ago. I came off.
How long is this podcast?
I mean, we can, you know, as long as you have. You
Okay,
know,
I just want to make sure we
Yeah.
have enough time.
So yeah, I was on the board for 5 years, and then I was elected president for 2 years, and I took us as president through COVID, which was an interesting time with all the mandates and what you had to do, and we really came together. I mean, I was in the back there with Philomena and Patrick, and I was peeling potatoes, and I was getting dinners ready for individuals because we would serve dinner, but you'd have to pick them up, and you'd pick them up at the front door, and we would load them into the trunk, and I would help. I'd come once or twice a week and help, and then we got happy hours twice a week with 6, 8, 10, 12 guys where we would be outside and we would social distance.
Yeah.
And but it was an interesting time, and you know, it was we learned quite a bit about each other and resiliency and hope for, you know, a successful future.
So what's the one thing that you're most proud of during your time as president?
I'm most proud of keeping Raritan Valley intact. There was talk about selling the property to a developer, and I'm most proud that we were able to not buy into the rhetoric and buy into the idea of a sale, because this is a valuable piece of property. It's probably the most valuable piece of property in Somerset County.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept it, and we had a group called Renaissance and the board that backed the vision, and we kept plugging along, and we decided not to sell, and here we are 6 years later, thanks to people like Matt and the people that were in charge of the Renaissance and how we envision Raritan Valley over the next 100 years. Because Matt and I, we were here in 2011 at our 100th anniversary. Right. It was great.
That was a good party.
It was a great party.
Yeah, it really was.
Black tie. And
it's one of the reasons we have this now. We had the. I'm pointing at the patio. We never had a cover over the patio.
Yeah, it was fake. It was a temporary.
So they put a temporary tent. It was gorgeous for the party, and everybody liked it so much that we put that canvas patio cover. And now we've got the hardscape, which is gorgeous. Yeah. So that's kind of how that came to be.
Yeah. So how has it changed from, let's say, to that? Because I know the financial crisis in 2008 hurt a lot of clubs.
Definitely
everywhere.
Hurt us.
Yeah. But how has it let's say 2005? How has it changed from 2005 until now in terms of everything, really?
We got younger. I remember up till 5-6 years ago, the youngest members at Raritan were Matt, Billy Schneider, and then myself, and one or two other guys.
I think it's a little further back.
Maybe more than 5 years. Maybe more than 5 years. But
probably 10.
We got younger. We got a lot younger.
Yeah,
and it was which was a good thing, right? You've got to change with the times, and we've got a lot of competition in the area. But in my opinion, I think we got younger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in 2005, we probably had a waiting list. We did. When we joined, we had a waiting list, and the cost to join was a lot more than maybe it is now. We had to do formal interview. I don't know if you had to do that or just kind of.
No.
Okay.
I know. Actually, I take it back. Yeah, somebody called me. It wasn't like.
No, we had to sit down.
Yeah, we had to sit down. Yeah.
Jacket, tie, that whole thing. I met with Tom Walsh.
Yeah.
I sat down. Tom Walsh was a longtime member here. And he had, if you remember Caddyshack, which I'm sure you do, the Billy Baru putter, he actually had one. I mean, it was...
The Billy Baru.
It was older than...
than Tom.
Maybe, yeah, older than Tom, definitely. Great, also a great guy. But, we used to have caddies constantly, and which, unfortunately, we don't have anymore, which... This is a great walking club course. It was built that way. It's you've got the green to tee are very close because of the walking. Pretty flat overall, right? Yeah. So we had a pretty vibrant
number 8.
Except for 8, yeah. We had a pretty vibrant caddy program up until maybe 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, maybe even longer. And it's unfortunate that we don't have that anymore. So I would say.
I'm just thinking, is that something that's hard to bring back, or?
No, I think there were some legal issues from other clubs that kind of spilled over into New Jersey. I don't know the exact reason why, but
could we bring it back? I'm sure we could.
Sure, you could.
I mean, it's high school kids. I mean, it's the best job.
You got to have people want to take them.
It's the best job you can get. My son caddied here. My nephews caddy here. And they go from caddying to working in the bag room, and it's just you meet different types of people. I mean, my son, he got his internship from Providence with where the investment bank he's at now, and they hired him. Well, the CFO is a member here as well, and it's while he did everything on his own, it's nice to get to know people and introduce yourself and pick their brain. I mean, it's how many people have you hired?
That's a way to grow up too. I mean, when caddying here myself, you are talking with people who are leaders in industry and business and stuff, and so it was a good way to kind of address them and be comfortable talking to them.
No, because I personally think about how I grew up and everything, and I started meeting a lot of people like yourself and a lot of people like in a country club when I was working in the city as a teller in a bank.
Okay.
And I always, I wasn't making that much money. But the fact that I was talking to these people every day about whatever it is, it opens up your mind.
Sure.
And it's something that it's really a benefit. Mostly, it's not just about the money that they'll make over the summer, which I think for them would be pretty good money.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
Cash.
Cash. Exactly.
Yeah.
But being able to associate yourself with successful people
Yeah.
and people that have ambition, it's a great thing, not just for them, but for the community too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think another great point here at Raritan is, I think, in my opinion, we have the best chef in Somerset County.
Mm-hmm.
There is
That's a good point.
There is
Yeah.
nothing that we don't want or we can't get from Philomena. I mean, it's just,
She's great. Yeah.
she's great. And
Yeah,
if you
her
have a
salad.
special request, you just ask.
Her salad is pretty good.
Salad's pretty good.
It is.
Seafood salad, the steaks,
Meatballs.
I mean, it's just.
Unbelievable.
I think we have the best chef in Somerset County.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. So now let's talk about the course.
Okay.
Let's go into more about the course. What is your? I mean, you touched a little bit into it, but what is your view, your opinion of the course? If you were to say, yeah, I'm going to take myself out of it. What do you think about Raritan Valley?
I think it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's still, you can play it every day. It's not going to beat you up, but for some reason, there are these holes that will get you all the time. And I think my lowest score here is 72.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been so many times, I have walked on the 16th tee, maybe 2 under or something.
Remember, I talked about 17 and 18?
Yeah.
There you go. I was thinking about him.
How many times have you bogeyed 15, 16, 17, and 18? I've done that many times. It's challenging in that respect. The greens are small. You go to other places, and if you can hit the greens here, you're going to hit greens at other places. If you can hit the fairways here off the tee, our fairways are much tighter than than a Hamilton Farms or some of these other places around here. Doesn't mean I wish our greens maybe a little faster sometimes, but sometimes they can't make them that fast because they are so small. So
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing that. Sorry to interrupt, but the times that we have played here and they're super fast, which it doesn't happen always,
right.
But it's it's hard to. The short putts are very difficult.
Oh yeah,
because there's so many subtle breaks.
but I find my game travels pretty well because of this course. Because of you got to have an ability to hit the ball straight here. Yes, you can spray it around, and yes, you can save par from a lot of different places. But if they ever grow the rough in the spring, it's a tough course, right? So
Par threes,
yep,
difficult.
long par threes.
Long par threes. It's it's a challenge. It really is a challenge, right? You've got to be on the right. You got to be on the right side of a green. And, people talk about 5 at times and how diabolical it can be. Well, 20 years ago, somebody said, always be short, never be long.
Yeah.
And if I'm long, I know I'm going to make bogey or worse.
Yeah.
But you've got to be underneath the pin, and that's you've got to work your way around, and you can, then you step up to 6, which is a 200-yard par 3, to hit that tiny green. We play every weekend, and it's rare that you'll see 4 out of 4 on the green.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably the hardest par on the course.
Yeah.
6.
Number 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah,
So,
it's a tough. I mean, you gotta be long. Honestly,
Got to be long.
you gotta be long.
Yeah.
Because if not, you have the bunker in the back,
Yeah.
and then if you get too long, you're done.
Yeah. You're on Country Club Road.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
true.
I tell people like number 1. You look at number 1, and it's like, okay, there's no fairway bunkers. There's really not, but it's so long.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit the fairway, good luck.
Right. And if you don't hit the left side of the green with your fairway of your second shot,
You're done.
you could roll into the rough or be behind a tree. It's some placement there.
You're in the valley and you're hitting up, and the wind hits you. You got to hit another club, and you don't want to be over it. So it's a fun course. It's a challenging course. When they get it rolling, it's even tougher. Like they joke with me. I like the greens out of 7, 7.5.
I got the under.
maybe
Foley
5
fast,
to
we
7.
call it. Yeah. Foley fast is like
5 to 7 is
yeah,
fun.
exactly. Yeah.
But
6, 7, 6, 7, like the kids say.
But yeah,
So what would you say is the most fun 3-hole stretch in the golf course?
12, 13, 14.
12, 13, 14.
Oh, you love
okay.
13.
I love
because
13.
You play a hook
Love
off
13.
the tee. So
But,
I'm sorry, draw.
You draw.
Hook.
Trap draw. Trap draw. That's my. It's great. I like the back over the front. 12, 13, 14 would be my 3 in a row.
Yes, I was here when this was a par 70.
Yeah.
When I was growing up here. So
Because 12 is a new hole.
12, yeah, 12 used to be a par 3. So the tee box was just to the right of the 11th green. And you would hit to what now is the 13th green, which is why all your balls roll off 13 when you approach, because it wasn't made for that.
Yeah.
You would hit into that kind of bowl. And that the old 13th tee was fantastic. You can see where the old the cart path goes through the woods. There used to be a chute. You used to hit out of the chute back up towards the creek over there, and then the green was over on the other side of the creek, kind of where the 13th green, 13th tee is. Yeah. So you would hit out of the chute. That was a pretty cool tee shot. But one of the best things they did, and that was in early 90s. I think George Collins was president when they did that. And they extended that. They changed 12, they changed 13, adjusted 14 a little bit. And then 17 wasn't as much of a dogleg as it is now.
Yeah, because it's...
I think that's probably one of the hardest greens on the course.
So 17, I think it's worse than 5.
Yeah, I mean, if you...
it's and I say worse in the sense that it's more difficult.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But you got to be on the right side. If it's dry, forget it. It's gonna spin down. That's a fun one though.
So So what do you think is the most difficult stretch here?
16, 17, 18. And if they got the pin back on 18, it makes it even harder. So I think that's kind of, I'm not as long as some of these new guys. And 17, 16, I'm still hitting 185 in. 17, I'm hitting like 150, 160 in, yeah, exactly.
Over. hybrid.
18, geez, I've hit hybrid into 18 a few times lately.
Yeah.
So, that could be challenging.
I got my 5 wood.
Yeah.
18.
Even 15, like I said, the last 4 holes, man, I have.
18 back right is diabolical. Because you got to try and get it there.
Yeah.
If you're
just long.
If you're long, you got to. It's
you're
ridiculous.
dead if you're long.
Yeah. When you think about 18, I know like a lot of people come in and say, okay, we'll put the tee, we'll build another tee in the back, but that will really be like it will feel like a 490.
Forget it.
Yeah, because it just, whenever the pin is back here all the way on the right, you got to hit it high. And you have to just,
get it over the hump.
Get it over the hump.
Because if not, you're all the way down. You're putting 50 yards up.
And if you don't hit the green, then good luck.
Yeah, chipping.
Good luck chipping.
Or if you're left, you're chipping off. It's just,
there's you can't be left.
You can't be left. The bunker left.
Doesn't matter where the pin is. You can't be left on 18.
No, yeah, it's just
really,
not. There's
hard.
it's going to need quite a...
Unless the pin's front right.
Yeah.
Then you can't be right.
Yeah.
No, but even the other day in the turkey tussle where we had the pin right on the basically on the right side next to the bunker, you will see it and be like, oh, there's nothing. It was impossible to hit to like, it was a very difficult 2-putt.
Correct.
You basically just you didn't play in it, but you basically had to get like it was quite a tough one.
Yeah,
I bet.
It was quite a tough one there. So what would you say where tournaments are won and lost at Raritan Valley?
The par 3s for me. If you score on the par 3s, you're going to score all right at Raritan.
Yeah,
I think
most of the tournaments, I would agree with that. Would be the par 3s. The par 5s, maybe here and there. Yeah. One is a tough hole to par or birdie. Because it is, if we play it back, it's a long hole.
Yeah.
If you go extra holes, we're kind of screwed because we're always giving shots on one. So that is a tough one. But I don't know. If
going extra holes, you're losing because you're giving somebody a shot.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough one. Yeah.
But at the par 3, if you score well on the par 3s here, 1 over. 2 over at best, you're gonna have a good round, I think.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like sometimes on 15, 15 is just such a long hole.
Yep,
You're
straight
going up, and then even though that I mean, that's probably the biggest green that we have.
Yep,
But,
that's 16. Yeah,
But it's just tough to hit it.
Yeah.
It's tough to hit it because you always have to take a little bit more for most people.
right. No,
You know?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's always some type of wind here at Raritan Valley.
Windy
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah.
Windy Valley. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
So-
always in your face.
Yeah. So
Which is
now,
amazing.
if we go back in time 20 years, what is the one thing that you miss at Raritan Valley in terms? Because I know I've seen pictures and a lot has changed over the past 20 years at the club. What is the one thing that you would say, oh, I really wish we had that?
That's a great question. So I did enjoy when we had it was the men's grill, and it was downstairs in the boardroom, and it was just this little nook where
It was a closet.
it was a closet.
a glorified
It was
closet,
great. It was great
basically.
though,
Also,
because
that right there, so you would just get out and
we would just come out and it would be right there, and you'd have the old timers that had their assigned seats, if you will, and but it was a great.
I mean, half the size of this room.
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
It was a great.
because this wasn't here.
This was here. It was
no,
different.
not really.
Not really. It came out maybe a little bit.
And then this used to be like a
Yeah,
three-season
we built
porch.
it. We built it right
Yeah.
right above. So and you went right out. So it was pretty cool because there was windows and you'd go right out to the first tee. So that was pretty cool. That's what I would say I missed the most.
I don't miss that room at all. One of the best bars we used to have was the old front bar, where everybody used to hang out. There was no bar here, so everybody kind of had to hang out
Just
at
had
that
there.
front bar. And it was one of those old ones where the cabinets would come down
Yeah.
in front, and you almost could barely see. There was like this much room between the bar and the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty cool spot. I think, I like a lot of the changes that they've made. Again, I'm a pretty advocate for the caddy program.
Yeah.
As you know, I like taking a caddy. So I kind of miss that. And I think that's a good job for high school kids who
Yeah.
can't find any jobs right now. It's been tough on my own anyway. So those type of things. But I think overall, I mean,
Change is good.
Change is good, yeah. How about the course? Is there anything, because we made some changes to the course over the past, really over what, like 25, 30 years?
it's been over 30 years
Yeah,
since
it's been
they
over
did
30 years.
bar 72.
But I do know that there's a lot less trees now.
A lot less
Oh, yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
And that's for the better, I believe. They took all the pines out, most of the pines, I should say. I miss one thing. I miss is on 5. As soon as you come up top, there was the tee box was right there, so you almost had to hit a draw, right? Or a draw down to the bottom. I wish we would have kept it. And
You do like hitting that draw.
I do like hitting the draw. I wish we would have kept that tee box, but
I don't remember that one on
it was
5.
fun.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I've seen pictures on number 4. And some, I mean, the other.
Yeah, you used to have pines all the way up the left side between
Yeah.
7 and 4 to protect the
Yeah.
golfers on 7. And yeah, you could miss left, or else you were done. And actually, 10 used to have pines left of where the bunkers are.
Yeah, that's
To
right.
protect the golfers on teeing off on the 11th
on
tee.
11, yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
10, I think if you miss left, it's hard enough in the bunkers. They used to have pines, so you hit left, you're in the pines, and you got to hit through the pines, over the
through,
bunker,
yeah.
onto the green. So, and 7 changed a lot too. The green on 7
Yeah.
changed a lot after we had that.
Because it wasn't a 2-level green.
No,
It was
and they extended it back
extended
more.
it back. There was a huge tree that
Yep.
came down in one of the storms.
You'll see actually in the picture outside the men's locker room.
Yes.
The old tree that used to be up on the left side.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So that made it a little bit more difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, a lot of less trees.
Yeah.
But now it's gorgeous. Now you can see all the way down to the 4th green. You could
Beautiful.
never do that before.
you could never do that.
Yeah.
So number 9, you used to have a bunker on the right, and then
Yeah, it was a waste to have that bunker.
Yeah,
there.
it was
really,
It's literally, you have those pine trees and it was just past that. But it's like
oh, so you had it. So the trees were there.
the trees were always there.
Trees were there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
The
that makes
bunker
sense.
was
Yeah.
like they used to have a bunker on 8, all the way on the right side on
Yeah.
8, almost out of bounds, right?
Yeah,
So
it
it
was-
just made no sense.
It
made
made
no
no
sense.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. 16 too, right?
16.
And then there used to be a pine tree on 16. At 16, the bunker's still there, but the pine tree used to be just left of the just right of the bunker.
Yes.
On 16, and everybody hated. I think my dad put that in when he was president.
Oh yeah.
Everybody hated that.
Yeah.
They didn't like that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean it's I've seen some of the pictures and it's pretty fun. There's some, but I had no idea about that bunker. I was like, yeah, if it's in front of those pine trees, then it doesn't make any sense to have it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was behind of the pine trees.
Behind.
So that the two sets of pine trees on 9 on the right, it was right in between them.
Oh, so it doesn't.
It makes no sense.
Made no
You almost
sense.
hit it out of bounds, and you're in a bunker. So.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I like to go back from time to time and look at. I'll go on Google.
Yeah.
And look at the satellite pictures.
The images.
Yeah, and that's it's pretty fun to see some stuff. You go like, oh yeah, maybe we bring this back. But it's a different story when you actually when you're playing in it.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're playing it. So now kind of changing the subject, like what has the club done for you in terms of business? Like you guys obviously have been here quite a while. Your careers have grown while you're here. Has it helped you?
Yeah, so I'll start. It's helped me. I've been in pharmaceutical medical device, and now I'm in pharmaceutical data sales, and it's we're in Somerset County. This is the hub of the pharmaceutical world. Everybody works around here. So I've been introduced to individuals that who have helped my career, and Matt's brother Joe used to work for a large pharma company, and we've done a lot of work with them. So it's and meeting the individuals that are my mentors and older, that's how it's helped. It's helped my family, my son. My wife's a teacher right here in Bridgewater. She's taught half these kids that are from Bridgewater. My wife is,
which I can tell you, by the time my son goes to kindergarten, she's going to decide to retire after seeing my son. After dealing with my little one.
A lot of people said that.
He's trouble.
Yeah, but it's been a blessing for me.
Yeah,
as I know it has been for
Matt. Same. The first job I ever got, longtime member and probably one of the best golfers ever at Raritan Valley. His name's Bob Hunt. Made a call and helped me get an interview at my first job. So, obviously that was immensely helpful. And then when I was changing careers, so we used to, and we still do it a little bit to some extent. When we sign up for the invitational tournament, we used to show up a lot earlier because almost like 2 a.m. And I remember one of the guys who's over there right now. He had his truck lights on the putting green at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm putting there, and I had just thought about changing careers, and I was talking to my now business partner, and he's like, "Oh, you should give this a try." And I'm like, "All right." So that was all because we were putting at night at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
waiting to sign up for the invitational.
Waiting to sign up.
A lot of great things here. So
let's talk about the invitational, because sometimes you forget. But it's what is the invitational for those who don't belong to a country club or?
So it's a member guest tournament. It's a 3-day member guest. I was on the committee that ran it for about 10 years. It is in my opinion, the best thing that we do here. It's 3 days of golf, friends, and fun.
Camaraderie.
So, yes.
3 days with your buddy.
Yep. Good competitive golf.
I play with a guy that I grew up with.
Yep.
I've known Brian since 5th grade, and who has now become friends with Matt and everybody else. Right. So
you keep bringing a lot of the same guests over and over again. And so when we were on the committee, we used to have, when we first got on with my partner John, we got on, and then they used to have a sit down dinner for a Saturday night sit down dinner and awards. One of the things that we did was like one of the best things they had here, and used to be oversubscribed a ton, was the Christmas party.
Yeah.
So they would have 2 of them actually, because one would get sold out and they'd have another one the next week. So what the best thing they did though was have the cocktail hour. And I remember sitting down in the first meeting and talking to, I think it was Hal Cohn and Joe Chanley. And I go, guys, the best thing is the cocktail hour. Why don't we just do the whole night as like a big cocktail hour?
Yeah.
And that's when we kind of switched from the sit down dinner to the cocktail hour, to the stations and everything. And it's kind of worked out. But another great suggestion was Bill Jones was on, a longtime member, a dentist in town. He's my dentist. And again, club. I got my dentist from the club. I got my doctor from the club. So he was saying he used to play at the Baltusrol member guest, and they would do their horse race on the fourth hole, which is a par 3 over water. And he said everybody's around there, and it brings the water into play. And that's when we switched. We're like, oh, let's give it this, try it at the 7th hole.
7th hole, yeah.
And that's been a home run. But we never thought people would go down and watch it. So what we did is institute that if your flight winner wins, you can win as
we
well.
Also put a bar down there.
Yeah, and that helps. But in the beginning, that we were thinking about it, we're like, how are we going to get people to go down there? So that type of stuff. But I think it's the best event here. And once you play once, you'll never want to miss it.
Yep. Yeah, I played it last year for the first time. And it was, it wasn't only great just for me, but for my wife too, because we had the dinner dance. Yeah, and it's honestly, it's great, as fun as it gets.
It's as fun as it gets. Absolutely, it's a great 3 days, and it's there's not much play on Sunday morning, that's for sure.
No. Yeah,
but it's a great 3 days.
Just always make sure you make it on Sunday, because I know that's a big no.
Yes. Oh no, Saturday.
Saturday.
Friday's taking out a few. But you got to show up.
It does.
You got to show up.
Right.
Show up.
Yeah,
definitely.
Now, in talking about tournaments, what's the biggest tournament that you guys have won here at?
Oh man! Again, how long is the podcast? Tim's gonna.
We're almost there.
The biggest?
I have to ask. I have to ask.
Oh my God!
The biggest that I've won is the 2018 Club Championship.
I think it was 17.
And I beat this guy.
You did.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever it was.
Oh,
I beat this guy.
He beat me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, whatever.
In the finals.
I think he has a bumper sticker on his car that says that.
That's probably my favorite. My second favorite is the Irish Italian, which goes back 20 years, which we started with 6-on-6, and now it's
you and Rock to start that. Or
me and Rock and Vinny Del Guercio. Those were the 3 of us. So we started. It was 6-on-6 or 12-on-12, and then it's this year. I think we did 50-on-50, if not more.
Yeah,
and it's one of the bigger events here. But those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah.
Also love, we talk about the Mendham Cup. So when Tim and I tried to get onto the Mendham, that was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Not a lot of captain's picks back then. So you really had to qualify. And I remember the first year, because you would qualify for the Club Championship and the Mendham Cup, same thing. The first year I tried to qualify, I think I had 11 on the first hole. Posted 11, like went 11, 5 over, then I doubled 2, and so it was on my way.
And he still was 2 better than Steve Locker, who was, he had a rough.
But getting on there took a few years. I mean, it was not just like that was a big deal.
It was big.
It's still a big deal. I mean, I played 1 round a couple of years ago, and it's better.
It's a big deal.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Got good guys over at Mendham, and we got to get them back though.
Jet, Matt's dad, started it.
He did.
Started it with a member at
Lou
Mendham,
Longo, his name was.
Lou Longo, and he ran it for 12, 15 years. And then for the last 12 years, I've run it as the captain. And then I just handed it over to Sean Marikakis.
Oh, you just handed it over to Sean?
Just handed it over to him. We had a dinner back in a month or so ago, and I handed it over to Sean, and he's got some ideas, and that's great. I just think that going forward, it's good to hand it over.
Yeah.
As I did last year with the Irish Italian, I handed over the Irish team
Sheedy, right?
to John Sheedy, and I miss it, but it's good to let other people.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about I think belonging to any country club, but of course here it's like you do things so that other people can enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're always thinking about putting maybe like a great or good, something like that. But it's like we're always thinking, what are we doing now to make sure that generations.
The next generation.
The next generation takes us.
And you'll get opinions either way. Whether you
Yeah,
like it or not,
there's
so.
I mean, listen, anytime that you have successful people that have done great things in life, you're going to have different opinions on how they do.
Yes, you will.
Absolutely.
It's
This
just
is
a
no
matter
different.
of being able to navigate that and pick and choose.
Yeah. Yes.
know?
That's a nice
Yeah.
way of saying it. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
But as we finish the podcast and promise this is the last one, what is the one thing that you're most excited about the future here?
I'm hopeful. With change. I said before, change is good. I'm hopeful.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, same. I mean, I think we needed a little bit of a change. The management company hopefully will bring. We need some new members, and I think once you get people in here, they have a tendency to stay.
Yeah.
So we brought in some good young new members last year. Hopefully, we can continue to do that because there's a lot of value here other than just the golf course and the facilities. The membership here. I mean, some of my best friends, if not all of them, are from this place. So, and I wouldn't change that for any, stimp meter on a green. So I think just keeping that in mind. I want to see this place. Like I brought my kid to I know they just had the Santa party, and I remember bringing her that for 10 straight years. So and that's always a great day.
Best.
Dressing up for the Halloween party, and those are always fun times. So things you'll never forget as you get older, and you're getting there. So.
No, I'm pretty much in it.
Yeah,
you are.
I'm very excited. I'll say this to finish the episode. This place has been great for me and my family in just 4 years, and I think that anybody looking for a club around here, should take a look at.
Absolutely.
Because yes, when it comes to value, it doesn't get better than this. When you think about the other clubs, yes, there's definitely fancier clubs.
Yes.
There's definitely places that are a lot more expensive. But this place, I think it's unique because of the people that are here. And
where else can you play in 2 hours and 45 minutes?
That's another thing. Like
Saturday morning.
By the way, there's no tea times.
Right, you don't have that anywhere else.
You can literally come on a Saturday and you'll be able to play with anybody.
Yep.
There's always
you got a game.
You got a game. It's very laid back, and honestly, anybody, it's as good as it gets. As good as it gets.
Thanks for having
guys,
us.
No, thank you for coming.
Danny, thanks.
And this was fun.
Now, Danny, is it true they say the camera adds 10 pounds?
I hope not.
How many cameras are on us right now?
There's 3 cameras, so that's 30 pounds.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, listen, we'll look a little bit chubby, but
listen, see what you can do, Photoshop boys.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see.
This is great.
I'm looking my best.
Danny, thank you, bud.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.